Hey guys, been wanting to build some way of transporting water that we could wash dishes with, wash our hands, for that matter, even take a shower if we're out in the boonies. I've researched and read and saw a lot of videos, so this isn't all an original idea, but I wanted to make a setup on the trailer here where maybe I had some PVC pipe, as you've probably seen other videos if you're watching this one. But the problem is that it does take a lot of space, even with the trailer. I thought about putting it under the toolbox, but then again, I can't heat up the water because now it'll be under the toolbox. I did have a scepter tank, water tank, a jug basically that I bought years ago. I'm gonna go with the idea of maybe using that jug that is already got a place for it right there, and pressurizing it and using it as our shower, or maybe wash dishes with it. We'll make it easier so I don't have to untie or undo that tank. It can stay permanently up front and just hook up everything to it. Anyway, here comes the project. Let's see if you can. And that's what I'm going to modify, basically the cap. I like that idea of modifying this because if I mess up, I can get another cap. The tank is still good. Some of the parts that I ordered, this is all out of Amazon. Quarter turn brass long shank washing machine valve. Silicone that is food grade safe. Valve stems that I got 4 of them. Only need is 1, but you can't ever have too many. And it came as a package, so I'll see if I can put a link on there on the description. So I have some 1/2-inch PVC, and then this little rascal here has a little, it's a 1/2 inch, and it's got the threads on one side with a rubber seal. But yet it actually hooks up to the 1/2-inch pipe so that you can then screw on to this. Also got some Teflon tape. I also have these quick connects. These are not necessary. They had these quick connects. This is for the water hose. It's going to connect to here and make it easier to connect and disconnect and put away in the toolbox. Let's get started. I took this little plastic piece off the washing machine valve, and this is probably not necessary, but just for extra reliability and safety as far as leaks go, I'm going to put some Teflon tape on these threads and get it started. Like I said, this section is smooth. There's a little ridge there, that's it, but for the most part it's smooth. The threads are on the outside. We're going to thread it on the inside and try to get it as straight as we can. I think we can manage. See if I don't mess this up right in front of you guys. Seems to be working. Okay, back at it again. Let's see if this works a little easier. Not that it was really tough, but we'll thread it through. Oh yeah, you can see it's coming through. And it's pretty darn snug. Hate to cut stuff off. It's just hard to do. And by hard, I mean just hard to see good things go to waste. But we're cutting. There it goes. Take this off. Done. Let's take one of these out. Leave just a 1 rubber bushing or seal there. Since this is just a tiny bit loose through there, it fits snug, but just not tight enough for me to be comfortable with. I'm going to put a little bead of silicone right here around the edge. Trying to keep the inside hole clean. See if we can get this through without making a mess or clogging anything. Push it on through, or turn it. Yeah, turning it works. You also want to make sure not to get it in the hole, obviously, for obvious reasons. You don't want to clog that up. So now the rubber seal is touching down here, around the edges. Put a washer, that sucker down. Grab a 14, that fits this one here, and we'll snug it up. I'll go ahead and cut this off. Help seal it there. See if I manage to make a mess on this one too. Apparently I'm pretty good at messes. Snugged it up, maybe turned it another quarter turn. Silicone all around the bottom. My goodness, that should be sealed good down there. So that's good to dry. Put the little cap back on. And that's the finished product there as far as the cap goes. We got these quick connects. They work like the connections on an air hose. Teflon tape everything. That's what we'll do. Hey, why not? Let's tighten this sucker up a little bit. It's all gonna be airtight. It says that these tanks are checked up to 10 to 15 PSI. 15 PSI, I think, as far as pressure. So I'm not gonna put any more than maybe 10, 12 PSI. I'm never gonna go above 15. I don't want that tank blowing up on me. We'll see how 10 does, because I'd rather stay on the lower side. All right, so the other is attaching this piece, which already has a little rubber seal to it, to this here. And same thing, I'm gonna put a little Teflon tape there, and then we'll really let it sit and dry. So I got one more little step. Again, put in the direction you're going to screw on the connector. I'm putting this around the threads, help seal them. Unscrew this on. So now, the way this is going to work is we'll have a PVC pipe going in. I don't think I'm going to glue it. The main thing we want to do is figure out our length to the bottom of that can so we can cut this pipe accordingly. You know, once this touches the bottom, pressurize it, and we should have water, you know, wanting to squirt out. And we'll get back to you once this dries. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours, the PVC pipe. I cut it to 18.5 inches. I may end up having to cut it shorter, but we're gonna test it out right now. All right, so we got some water. Oh, I've got about a third just to test it out. We'll just see how it does. Again, I'm not an expert at this. As far as safety-wise, use your own judgment and be always careful. I mean, use at your own risk and your own judgment. Let's see. Let's put a little. Put a little air in the tank. We'll go slow. Matter of fact, just in case, I'm not going to stand right over the valve. But, I hate for that thing to just shoot out and hit me in the face. Not good. At this point, the can is bulging out some. Got a leak. It turned out to be the cap wasn't tight enough. So I do recommend those wrenches. We're going to improvise and just tighten as much as we can. There we go. Which put my connector pointing up. Doesn't matter as long as it works. Let's check, see if it'll hold pressure. And like I said, I'm going to move out of the way. Check. Yeah, I don't hear any leaks, so it must have been just the cap. Let's hook up our hose with a quick connect. Oh, we gotta open it. Feel the water going to the hose. Let some of the air out. And it's working. So we just had to tighten up the lid a bit more. I did tighten this as well, but it was the lid that was leaking. So now I can just open the valve. And I've got water. You can see the can is bulging a bit, but every video that I see, that's what they end up doing. Like I said, I wouldn't go past 10 psi. Now another advantage to this is it's portable, and you can also heat the water. 3-4 gallons of water, and the last gallon, you know, put it under fire and heat it up, and should warm up the other 3 or 4 gallons, and now you got warm water to take a bath with. So as I stated earlier in the video, this is a location where I plan on carrying the water. I've carried it before. I'm gonna see how it does since the can does expand. See how it kind of fits in that hole once we pressurize the tank. I got a low pressure gauge. This reads up to 7 psi. Because like I said, I'm trying to be extra careful. Now this time I've filled up the can a good bit. Don't know how much it'll take. And right there I'm at 6 psi. Let's put a tiny bit more. That's 7. Let's go a tiny bit more still. And as you can see, the can is fitting in good. It actually squeezes in perfect in there. And do a quick connect here. That's what these are nice for. And now you've got a hose that you can essentially walk around, move around with. Let's open up the gauge. Already had the hose going here, and you can see how well it shoots out. Now, hey, we can start kind of, let's let it run out, see how far we can go. Still emptying. I gave it another puff. We got about 8 or 9 psi. Doesn't seem like 4 or 5 gallons is a lot, but we've been out here a while. So we're getting towards the end here. Now my main objective, now that I know it works, is how much is left in the tank. I like it. One thing I'll say, I just loosened it up with both hands. If you do this project, definitely would be worth investing in the key that goes with this lid, so you can tighten it and loosen it a lot easier. Let's check it out. It's pretty empty. That's impressive. So I had it about right here or so. That was a success. I did check into these cans when I purchased mine. I got it at a wholesale store, and it was about 15 bucks. I didn't realize how much I've gone up, but yeah, they range in the 70 to 80. So the project kind of goes up in price once you add that. But if you've already got some of these cans laying around, I spent about $55 in supplies, no more than 60. I'll, like I said, post all the links to the parts. You know, each part added up, and you could actually save about 10 to 15 bucks on the quick connects if you skip those. And if you've already got 1/2-inch PVC pipe, you're even better off. But I think your priciest part will be the can, which I happen to already have. But I also would invest in a low pressure type gauge, because it was hard to read, and I'm not gonna lie, it starts to look kind of scary when it puffs up. Again, I will emphasize this is at your own risk. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Catch you on the next one.